on, guys. It's like your one too. That's the same one. Yeah, he said I lost my notebook. He said I lost my notebook too. All right, so it's the same one. So, cool, right? So let's read through what's happening here. So what's the first one?
Compare the number of pies.
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 Right. So compare the number of pies. Right.
Put the number of pies in order.
Currently, I'm a fourth year, so I have 5 more months till I graduate. And I discovered Madison House back in my first year dorm. It was my first semester, and I was having a pretty hard time getting involved in pretty much anything. And my suite mates were all going tutoring, and they said they tutored through Madison House. And then the words Madison House didn't resonate, volunteer program or a site. So it wasn't until spring semester that after I looked at it online during break, came in, and the first program I saw that really grabbed me was ESL, or English as a Second Language. I had one student this semester who's actually from India, and he's been a lot of fun to work with because I don't think he understood that I was actually Pakistani or South Asian as well. He just came from India last year. And so we spent this semester realizing that I am as Pakistani or South Asian as he is. I always tell my students that English is a must-have. If you don't know English, you cannot get anywhere in this country at all. You must know English. And I feel like without tutors through Madison House, to tell the students that even, I can't imagine where or how they would accomplish the feat.
Madison House is a nonprofit organization. It's not funded by the University of Virginia. It's funded by contributions from the community, primarily. And many of the things that Madison House does and performs are services that would otherwise be performed by state and local agencies. So sometimes you can think of Madison House as taking the place of government and putting volunteerism in the role that government sometimes serves.
I get so excited when they come. They bring a lot of energy to Westminster Canterbury with the residents. One of the things that I enjoy is talking with the students about what they're studying and a little bit about their personality, and that helps me match them with a resident that would be appropriate for them.
I met when she first came to my room and announced that she was going to be my adopted granddaughter. And it was just love from first sight.
As program director, I help match the students at UVA with grandparents at the Assisted Living Center. And I organize social events for the grandparents and volunteers. It's unlike any other type of learning because you're not reading from a textbook or hearing a professor talk about it. You're actually there, and it's a tangible, real experience.
She's in a whole different world than what I grew up in, and I guess we enjoy that, sharing that difference. From horse and buggy days to Man on the Moon, there's a lot to cover, and life's going too fast for me to keep up with it. So she has a big part in keeping me attuned to what's going on. And tonight is Second Wind Band. Can you go?
Maybe.
We'll talk later.
Okay.
It's always good to see what other people are doing and how other people are living. That's never a bad thing. It's a plus, and it builds your own life experiences. And I think students who might not otherwise have that experience get that experience here through Madison House. And it's very, very valuable to them, and will always be valuable to them for the rest of their lives.
My job is to work with the student leaders who are program directors. And these student leaders are an incredible asset to me. Some of the units where Madison House volunteers are actually coordinate their programming around having the Madison House volunteers at their job. For instance, over at Kluge Children's Rehab Center, there's a therapeutic dance program and a therapeutic aquatics program that rely heavily on the Madison House volunteers working one-on-one with children in the water and in the gym. And hopefully, if they do continue on and go to med school and become physicians or nurses, that they will look back at their volunteer time and see that, you know, when I was giving customer service in the waiting room, I need to remember to do that now as a healthcare professional. I know that there are programs in Charlottesville that would not exist if there was no Madison House. It's more than important. It's integral to the Charlottesville community.
My passion at the Charlottesville Albemarle SPCA is making sure that we maintain this community as a no-kill community. That often means the animals are going to be with us a little bit longer until we can find them homes, and having the Madison House volunteers is essential to helping us maintain the well-balanced attitude of the animals and maintain our no-kill mission. The Madison House volunteers, they see the good. They don't focus on the negative. They don't see the bad. They don't complain. They just come in there and do the best that they can do and give what they can give. They make the SPCA a happier place to be. Without Madison House, the environment would be a lot different. Maybe not as optimistic, maybe not as hopeful.
Yeah, she's always running from place to place. You can never catch her.
Yeah,
she's always everywhere. In the hallway, like on a mission.
She has her papers in her arms.
Yeah.
And,
she's always saying, "Oh, hello, good morning."
Yeah, she always has
waving.
a big smile.
Always smiling. I actually don't think I've ever seen her not smile. She doesn't only stick to the material. She also makes a huge point to let you know that there is all this world out there that you don't understand. Miss Adams thinks that history is the stem of life. Like you just can learn so many different things from it, and she always makes sure that you know that.
Being a teacher is probably secretly the most powerful job in the world, even though people talk about, you know, all these other jobs where people are paid more or, you know, seem to be doing bigger things. The things that we do as teachers in the classroom every day are incredible. I mean, you have the ability to open up, in my case, I'm a world history teacher, to really open up the world for students and help them to think about their role in the world and their place in that world. I remember Madison House being pretty much the first thing I did when I got to UVA. So I volunteered in an elementary school, which I could walk to. It was very manageable, and it really fostered and encouraged my belief that I wanted to be a teacher. If there had not been a Madison House, it would have taken me longer to really find my feet and to really have that confidence that you need to know I can do this and I can lead my peers, but more importantly for me as a teacher, that I can really lead my students.
Madison House helps you in your daily life by making this a better community. So $1 spent on this gives you $5, $6, $7 worth of benefits. Even if you spent the same amount of money in taxes, it wouldn't be as effective as having people volunteer their time and themselves to this kind of a project.
I think there is definitely a connection between what Madison House did for me in terms of helping me to get off grounds and to feel a part of a larger community, and what I do every day with my students in teaching world history. There are these amazing parts of our world that you can see and you can visit, and there are ways to do that, whatever your income level. There are ways to do that, and there are ways to experience the world, and I want them to get excited about that because I want them to see themselves as part of a larger picture and as part of contributors to the world.